So we are now in the business end of the season. Get ready for the biggest games of the series so far over the course of the next couple of episodes. This is episode 6 of our Dortmund career mode. So hello everyone, welcome back to episode 6 of our Dortmund career mode series. Apologies for that slightly dramatic introduction there. But as you can see, we've got some massive games ahead. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome along. First things first, go and check out all the previous episodes before you come onto this one. Lots of stuff happening, lots of stuff in the build-up. If you do want to catch up, very good stuff. So, do go and give that one a check out before we come onto this one today. In our realistic series, so far it's been fairly decent, not bad at all. But first things first, before we get into what's going on today, let me show you what's happened in the previous games before this episode. We began with a trip to Mainz. This was the lineup, generally the squad that you've been used to seeing, other than the fact that Koulibaly was in for Hummels as we tried to boost his sharpness. Unfortunately, been messing about with training recently, so he had lost out on sharpness. And it started off very well. Haaland being sent through from this ball from Giovanni Reina, and you can already see the chance forming here. No way I wasn't taking this sweat. Donyell Malen taking the mick with that celebration, but nevertheless getting onto the score sheet. There was also a big moment in the second half as Emil Bergman came on to make his debut as he's applauded by the travelling fans. So that was really good, but unfortunately he couldn't make much of an impact. But I wasn't too disappointed because he's 59 rated, just trying to get into match experience. In the end, it was a good, solid 1-0 win. A very standard game, but thankfully we did get the 3 points, and it took us into this Arminia Bielefeld game. As you can see, a whole host of changes, 9 to be exact, as we did have the game against Malmo in midweek to think about, so I wanted the team for that fresh as possible. Emil Bergman getting his first start of the campaign and his senior career as well. We did eventually decide to simulate this game, and it did actually backfire. It was only a 1-1 draw in the end. They took the lead, and it took us until the 71st minute for Marius Wolf to get an equaliser and spare our blushes. So having a look at the ratings, as you can see, a very disappointing performance, and not the best of ways to go into this game against Malmo. We did return to our usual first team squad, but this time a slight change in formation as we look to control possession a little bit more with that 1-0 lead already from the first leg. Reina coming in this time for Malen. Hummels also returning to the team ahead of Koulibaly as well. And this time we did play the game. It took until the 90th minute for any goals to happen. They committed men forward on the corner as it was their last chance attempt, and we were able to counter on Haaland whipping the ball into Royce. Again, the sweat was on, this time to Jude Bellingham to tap it home as he wheeled away in celebration. I have to say, one thing, I really love these cinematic celebration cutscenes that EA now do in FIFA. They're just so immersive, really fun as well to happen in big moments. This was a great way to celebrate and immerse myself into this game. And it was a 1-0 win in the end with that last minute goal. 2 1-0 wins back-to-back saw us through into the quarter-finals. As you've already seen, a very tough tie against PSG, but it was a great way to get through. It then took us into this Cologne game, and it was a return to a regular starting lineup in the league. This time just Nico Schultz replacing Guerrero. Once again, we decided to go back to the 3-4-1-2, Malen returning to the team. And we also decided to sim this game as well as we looked to try to get to the Leipzig game. It did go well for us in the end, simming the game. It was a 3-1 victory, much better than the previous game against Arminia Bielefeld. Haaland getting a brace and Malen scoring as well. And as you can see from the stats, it looks like we might have a much better time of it. 62% possession, only allowing them to have 2 shots. Ratings were slightly average on the whole, but the win is the win, and that's all that matters. And that took us into this game against Leipzig, back to the 3-4-3, and also lots of changes. We have, of course, had the game in midweek against PSG, so we had to think about that. And it was a start for our youth academy graduate, Emil Bergman. Really excited to see what he could do, particularly with two players around him, and I wasn't disappointed. A fantastic moment as within the first 6 minutes, he gets the ball, manages to turn his man, and he's able to slot it past the keeper after a pass from Axel Witsel. A fantastic moment. Not the best of finishes, it has to be said, but it was confident enough, it was competent enough, and he was able to put it past the keeper. And his contributions in the game weren't finished there. In the second half, he sends through Nico Schulz, and you're expecting me to sweat? Not this time. We take the shot on out of nowhere, and Nico Schulz produces a fantastic lobbed finish over the keeper, meaning that Emil Bergman not only had a goal to his name, but also an assist as well, as he sent through Nico Schulz for that goal. And that rounded off what was a really solid and confident performance. 2-0 in the end against Leipzig. Was really surprised considering we made so much changes. I expected this to be a really tough game, but it wasn't. And that all but sealed our chances of Champions League qualification. So yes, unfortunately, a slight spoiler before you did see those highlights. We did, of course, beat Malmo in the end, and that has put us through to the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Very good progress so far. We are doing well, but we do have an incredibly tricky tie against PSG. Of course, newly under a Lionel Messi era. You know, with that incredible front three. We've got Maurizio Pochettino as manager. By the way, if you haven't already, go and check out my PSG Real Tactics video as well. We did cover their tactics and how to recreate them on FIFA, so go and have a look at that one. But it's going to be really, really tough. Quickly, before I do take you into the game today, let me show you, 1, the league table, and 2, what you can expect in today's episode. So first things first, with the league table then, it's looking like this. It's very, very healthy in terms of our Champions League qualification. 12 points ahead of Borussia Mönchengladbach, who are in 5th place. So, I mean, with 6 games to go, it's very, very close to being mathematically assured. The chances of us being able to put a challenge on Bayern are slim but not gone, because we do still have to play them, and if we do happen to win that game, although we have lost twice against them so far, all of a sudden that point gap gets shrunk down to 4. We've also got to play Wolfsburg as well, who are only 3 points behind us, ahead of us, so it's all still to play for. There's, you know, a lot of competitive games still to go, and I would just try and like to finish the season off on a high. Elsewhere, what do we have in terms of the calendar? Well, as you can see, so many incredibly tough games this month. What an absolutely mad month. It is absolutely mad. We've got 2 games against PSG away and at home. We've got the game against Wolfsburg, who of course second, the game against Bayern, and also the DFB Pokal semi-final against Leipzig. So the episode structures are going to go like this. Today, in episode 6, 2 live com games for you. PSG away and PSG at home. We're also going to have the Stuttgart game in the middle of that as well. I'm going to actually probably sim that game so that we can get through the 2 Champions League games. So that'll be today's episode. In the next episode, episode 7, I think we're going to have a triple live com. We're going to have Wolfsburg, we're going to have Leipzig, and we're going to have Bayern Munich as well. So massive games across the course of this month, and we're going to live com pretty much, well, all the big games really. So this is one I am so excited for. Having said that, there is also some Champions League games. If we manage to get through PSG, there are some Champions League games. I don't know when they're going to be placed. I'm hoping it'll be the 26th or 27th, and then on the 3rd and 4th as well. That'll be the semi-finals. But obviously, we've got to get through PSG first, and it's going to be extremely tough, and could very well not win. So that's first things first. A quick update on the squad. In particular, I want to talk about Emil Bergman, who of course, our youth academy player, 16 years old, had a great start to life. As you can see, a goal and an assist in 3 games so far, 2 of which were off the bench. So that was also pretty cool as well. He's had a really good start, so that is really pleasing. Obviously carrying through that philosophy at Dortmund, developing young players, utilising the youth academy. It's good to see that we've got the first one through the door. Very curious to see how he develops. Of course, he's gone up 2 ratings already, up to a 59. So he's got a long way to go, and he's very raw. But early signs and early doors, very, very promising. So what about the game today then? Well, it is so tough. Look at that team. It is just incredible. It really is. They've even signed Milinkovic-Savic, but they're playing him at holding midfield when they've got two deep line playmakers ahead of him. Or no, they've got Wijnaldum there now. I checked it just earlier before I started recording, and it was Paredes and Verratti ahead. Now it's Wijnaldum and Verratti. So what the lineup is going to be, I have no idea now. But for some reason, Milinkovic-Savic is defensive midfield. Whatever floats your boat. And looking at our team, as you can see, we've gone for the 3-4-1-2. Just having a bit more success with that formation. Also, I think the upside of being able to counter on them with the two forwards is really edging it over the other system. Now, if you have a look at the centre-backs, as you can see, a little bit of a change. Hummels was in originally, and then just before going to record this episode, I had a change of heart. I didn't want to play Collins. I just didn't want to throw him in the deep end in this game. You know, it's a massive game. Obviously, he's only 65 rated. He's only 18 years old. Bella Kotchap as well. Also throwing him in the deep end. And then I thought to myself, these three centre-backs are going to have to go man for man against their three attackers, Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi. I cannot have Mats Hummels isolated against Kylian Mbappe. I just can't do that. You know, I really think you're just asking for trouble. You know, he's such a terrific defender. We're missing our leader at the back as well. But you have to look at this physical game. And, you know, my prediction is that him getting isolated against Mbappe is not going to end well. So I have gone with Namdi Collins. We're going to throw him in at the deep end. He is, of course, much more pacey. So I'm really hoping we get the upside on that. It is a massive risk. I get that. But just trying to think tactically here how we can combat that dangerous front three. And this is a style that we have gone with today. So there's only one thing for it. Let's start with the first leg. A trip to Paris in the Champions League quarterfinals. Oh, Emre Can gets caught out there by Kylian Mbappe as he looks to isolate him down the left-hand side now. Neymar. Oh, cuts inside. Messi found a little bit of space. Too much space. An early save forced into Kubel there. Guerrero. Oh, he gets caught out. Was looking for the ball to Royce there. It hasn't paid off. Whoa. Defence lines all over the place. Bella Kotchap playing him on. Oh, dear me. Need Bellingham to close him down here. Bella Kotchap does well to win that ball. Namdi Collins isolated against Mbappe here now, and he has done fantastically well to win that ball. Can we hit them on the counter-attack now? There is opportunities. We've got Haaland running in behind. He may have timed that run perfectly as Ramos tries to play him on side. He doesn't as well. Haaland is through. It's a great save from Donnarumma, but Haaland surely will be absolutely killing himself that he has not scored that. I can't believe it. One-on-one all day long. You have to give credit to Donnarumma, but at the same time, Haaland's got to score. Royce to whip this one in. Marlon's there. At the near post, it's off the bar! And in the end, a foul is given. What are two opportunities in a row? I cannot believe we have not come out of that with a goal. Oh, they've done well to play out of that aggressive press there. Over to Hakimi. Drives it. Good save from Kubel. Forces a corner. Right, well, that is half-time. What a first half that has been. So exciting. So many chances. How we've not scored, I do not know. Because we've had a really good opportunity, as you see. Villarreal actually beating Chelsea at half-time in the other quarter-final. But it's really finally poised as we go into this second half. They really should just have a crack, you know. As Messi gets the ball. Space for Wijnaldum. Another save from Kubel, who is having a tremendous game once again. But he denies Wijnaldum. We go out wide to Neymar. They're just probing for an opening in a moment, and they might have one. Another save from Kubel. And it's a really good stop to deny Messi once again, who really will be wondering how he hasn't scored as well. Oh, he's got space on the edge of the area, does Marquinhos. He'll lay it off to Wijnaldum. Another save from Kubel. The rebound's still on here. Can we deal? It's another corner, and we just cannot get the ball out at the moment. He can, but it's only as far as Wijnaldum. Really under the pressure here at the moment. We've just got to weather the storm as the ball falls to Mbappe. Can't keep up with his quick turning. This is where they're really dangerous. Oh, it's another save as Mbappe hits that one on the volley. And Kubel deals with it, but it is another corner. This is dodgy. Again, Mbappe. Well done. Bellingham. Ball onto Marlon. Not a great ball from Haaland, but the missed tackle from Banyat sends through Marlon, and now is another opportunity, and there is the finish. Donyell Marlon against the Kosh. We were right up against it, but out of nowhere, the goal on the counter-attack in the 83rd minute gets us into the lead. What a way to take the lead after being under such tremendous pressure. For the majority of that second half, we get one opportunity, a mistimed tackle from Banyat. Marlon's able to punish him for that. Incredible pace, incredible speed, really good movement. And puts his laces through it as he goes through one-on-one with Donnarumma. There's no mistaking that finish. A great way to get into the lead when we've got that all-important goal. 1-0. Looking to go through, feed through Max Aarons. There's an opportunity here. Can we make it 2? Oh, yes, we can. Out of nowhere, roll that cinematic celebration. That is correct. Because after being under such immense pressure, as I said on the first goal, we come and get 2 in quick succession. A wonderful build-up play it was. That pass to go through to Aarons. Look at that from Marco Reus. Absolutely brilliant. A fantastic run from Aarons. And he just has to lay it across. The marking is all over the place. I've even put it up for the opposition on the sliders. It made no difference. Marlon finds himself some space and he's just got to tap it into an empty net. What a game he has had to get 2 goals late. And this is turned into a fantastic result. It really is. We're just going to absolutely boot it up there. Hopefully Haaland can get rid as well. No, he can't. As they play back to Ramos, the referee blows for full time. And in the first leg of this Champions League quarter-final, it is a fantastic result. Away at the Parc des Princes in Paris' backyard. And we come away with a 2-0 victory. They were the better team, it has to be said. Particularly in that second half. They had so many chances, so much possession. An incredible amount of play, but we have made them pay. That's the most important thing. It is a true away team performance. You can't really deny that. And despite all those shots, possession, expected goals, passes, etc., the only stat that matters is that one right at the top of the page. What a fantastic result in that first leg. And an even crazier result in that other game. Villarreal beating Chelsea 3-0 as well. It is really looking good for this second leg. So now we come back into the league. We've got this game away against Stuttgart. They are currently 15th. Just have a quick look at the table to see what their position is there. Still in danger of relegation, so they are certainly scrapping for their lives. I am going to sim this game, and as you can imagine, I have made a lot of changes. We'll just have a quick look here at the lineup. Just complete changes other than Kerbal. And, well, yeah, just Kerbal, really. And, you know, I've got a feeling I'm going to lose this game because of the changes and the fact that we're going to quick sim it, but we are going to go with it anyway. So let's have a look what the result is. No, 3-2 win. Very, very pleased with that, and also surprised. I just had a sneaky feeling that we were going to lose that game. Meunier actually gets 2 goals playing in that central midfield position, that holding midfield position, so that's very good for him. Giovanni Reina getting onto the score sheet as well. We'll have a quick look at the ratings. Bit of a quiet game from a lot of people. Looks like Kerbal had an absolute worldie again, so he's really playing well and telling us not to go and sign anyone. But that's a fantastic result to make all them changes and sim that game and still win. So very, very pleased with that. So we are back at it in the second leg of this Champions League tie. Same team, completely same team. No need to change anything. Let's have a quick look at what their lineup is probably going to be. Exactly the same. So they're not looking to make any changes. They feel like they've got enough to go for it. So let's see what we've got ahead of this second leg. So then kick off in, I presume, a very atmospheric Signal Iduna Park as we look to finish the job in this second leg. Looks across it in, gets him at the back post there. He's going to lay it off. Wijnaldum, it's a good block. And now we have an opportunity on the counter. Marlon looking for a run of Haaland. Oh, that's fantastic build-up play there. Max Aarons. Surely this has got to be a goal. As Donyell Marlon breaks forward. There's another sweat on here. He'll square it. And it's 3-0. Obviously, there is no chance in hell I am not taking the option of that square. Absolutely wonderful build-up play. It has to be said. Carving PSG open. They've committed men forward, obviously, as they look to try and get back into this tie. And as a result, we've been able to absolutely kill them on the counter-attack. Max Aarons, Erling Haaland, full credit to them in the build-up. Really good play. And Donyell Malen, you saw that run, bursting down the middle. There was no stopping him at all, and no PSG defender could keep up with him. And that makes it 8 goals for the competition now, and he is still currently the top scorer. Oh, I need some options here. We're struggling. Guerrero. Oh, he's not able to head it away. And they have an opportunity. Wijnaldum looking to isolate his man. Sends it through to Mbappe. He squares it. Neymar gets an opportunity, and they are back in the game. It's a really well-worked goal. You have to give it credit to PSG there. Wijnaldum with the ball, isolated his man. It's a good little run from Mbappe, and he's able to square it to Neymar, who can tap it in. There is an opportunity still for them, with a little bit in the game to go. Right then, so we've reached half-time. That goal was on the brink of half-time. I didn't actually realise how close it was. So they've got a second half to pull it back. We'll see how that one goes. Pretty sure away goals aren't a factor anymore. I know for certain they're not in real life, but I don't know whether FIFA will have obviously assimilated that rule. So we're going to find out, I guess, if they do happen to get into this game. But for now, the performance has been good, other than that last couple of minutes. So let's see how it goes for the second half. No changes needed yet. Royce to whip this one in. Looking to find Chan. Gets on the header. Good save from Donnarumma. And that would have surely been tie over if he'd have been able to put that one away. Games become really end-to-end now, getting very stretched indeed as they send the ball through to Mbappe. Running past Namdi Collins. This looks dangerous. He takes the shot really early. And that was a big error of judgment by him. Oh, ball falls to Mbappe. Just have a shot. What is he doing? Oh, it's gone in, but it's given offside. Why doesn't Mbappe just take the shot? They really won't. They just won't shoot. Literally, like, especially not outside the area, but they have to get to like 8 yards out before they even have a crack at it. It's ridiculous. Oh, ball through to Mbappe again. Namdi Collins, one-on-one with him. Does really well to hold him up and prevent that counter-attack then, because that was dangerous. Mbappe finds space again. Out to Neymar this time. Sends it through to Verratti, who puts it in. He looked offside. Oh, but he isn't. Oh, I was absolutely adamant that he was offside there, but he isn't. 83 minutes gone, and PSG, out of nowhere, have pulled this back. And literally, we said, you know, the comeback was possible. And it certainly is now. Going to have another quick look at the replay here. This isn't the best angle to show it, to be honest, because I was adamant that he was offside, and I'd be really interested to know who was playing him on. We're going to have a quick look, actually, at the replay. I want to see this for definite. Let's have a look when he receives a ball. Pass happens right about there. And if we see there, it's Guerrero actually playing him on side. Just look at that, number 13 at the bottom. Just about playing him on. Out of line there. Doesn't get back into shape. And with a few minutes to go, it is game on. Oh, give the ball away really easy now. We're struggling to retain possession. And they've got another opportunity as Mbappe goes for the shot. They finally have a shot from outside the area, and it does force a corner. Oh, dear me. This does not look good. Not sure who they brought on. I accidentally skipped that. Oh, it's Ramos they brought on, and they're probably putting him up front, I'd imagine. They're going to go short with this corner to Neymar. Messi tries to whip it in, but Neymar blocks it, but it's still an opportunity. He'll feed it across. Paredes shoots and equalises. I can't believe it. I can't believe how we've absolutely bottled this lead. Oh, as Donnarumma runs off in celebration. Oh, we were just giving the ball away so easily. You know, and that's really, we really just caused our own demise. We really have. Falls to Paredes, gets the touch away, just puts his foot through it, and Kobel, after saving us so many times, he needs help from his defence, doesn't he? I cannot believe. I'm really hoping away goals don't count now, because otherwise we are in trouble. We're about to find out. The referee blows his full-time whistle. Is it going to be extra time? Yes, it is extra time. You know, I should have made some substitutions, to be honest, but I just didn't really see who I could bring on that could change the course of the game. And I'm looking now, and I don't really see that either. So for now, I'm going to stick with the lineup as it is. Oh, that is a poor pass from Bella Kotchap. They're going to look for the 1-2 here. We have to watch this. Runs in behind. Oh, that's exactly what we was on about. Di Maria's in. Oh, it's a great save from Kerbal to force a corner. Di Maria, so close. Oh my God, he's somehow onside. Di Maria's got another opportunity. It's another brilliant save from Kerbal. He has saved our blushes yet again and keeps us in this tie as the referee blows for half time. How have we not conceded? Di Maria with 2 fantastic opportunities and he has not made them pay for it. Oh, this is really squeaky bum time at the moment. We've got to close them down. We cannot let them get this shot away. Belakachap does extremely well to win that ball and also spring a counter-attack for us as well. Marlon's got that run of Haaland. It's a brilliant touch and Haaland is through on goal here. Should have taken that heavy touch. I didn't. Oh, Marquinhos does extremely well to keep him at bay and win the ball. Oh, they're going to whip the ball in. Get it away. We've got to clear with that. We've got to deal with that. Kerbal does. And as he clears this one, oh, it's going to go to penalties. Didn't even get a chance to make subs to bring on penalty takers. So that is also a little bit of a disappointment. Cannot believe it's come down to this. I really can't. And if you have a look, this does not look good at all with our penalty takers. You know, look at them, 93, 92, 81. We don't have even anyone in the 80s. So this... I mean, I know which way this is going already. I really do. And it's not looking good at all. Especially not with Donnarumma in goal. Such a very good, goalkeeper at penalties. Marco Reus to take the first one. And it does go in. Next up, we have Neymar. Looking to take a sidestep run-up. Which way does he go? He's looking to go right. Save from Kerbal. And it's a brilliant start to this penalty shootout. 1-0 after 1 each. Haaland now. We're going to go top corner again, but this time we are going to go right. Oh, this is moving a little bit. My hand's shaking, but we do get there in the end. A fantastic penalty from Haaland. Sergio Ramos now to take this one. And that is a really good finish in the end. Now, down to Daniel Marlon. We're going to go bottom left this time. Marlon to take this one. Oh, off the post, off the keeper and in. Mbappe to take the next one. Oh, Kerbal. He had the opportunity to save. Gets a tip to it, but it just wasn't enough. Emre Can this time. We're actually going to go down the middle because now I've got to the point where the penalty takers are quite bad. And Donnarumma saves. That's twice in a row he's not moved. I'm not having that at all. As Wijnaldum misses his penalty and Kerbal saves it, and so it falls to Jude Bellingham to get the winning goal to send us through to the semi-finals. His penalties are, what, in the 60s, in the 50s? I'm not even sure. We're going to go bottom right corner and hope for the best. That big circle does not look good at all, but he sends Donnarumma the wrong way, and what a finish it is. The 18-year-old sends Dortmund through to the semi-finals as Marco Rosa absolutely wheels off in celebration with the bench. It is fantastic scenes. I cannot believe it has come down to this. 3-0 up. We should have had this dead and buried, but somehow PSG clawed it back. And thankfully, we have managed to save our blushes and put it away. Jude Bellingham, nerves of steel. Brilliant, brilliant, composed penalty. And he sends us through to the semi-finals. What a fantastic run this is turning out to be. Really, really good. If you have a look at that, you can see just how dominant they were. Somehow we had more possession. I'm not sure how. Because I just felt like we kept giving the ball away. And they kept getting, creating chances from it. But just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful in the end. Just a brilliant result. Regardless of how it was done. The most important thing is that it was done. And we have done it indeed. Villarreal through against Chelsea. So it's going to be really interesting to see who we get. Do we get Barca? Do we get Villarreal? Or do we get Atletico Madrid? All 3 teams other than us in the quarterfinals are Spanish. So that is very surprising, really big for them. And it's Villarreal that we do get in the semi-finals. Wow, oh wow. That is an opportunity and a half. It really is. What an incredible opportunity we have. Getting lucky in these draws, I know, but the most important thing is that you make the most of it, isn't it? So that is absolutely massive. What a few episodes we have in store for you. So what about the next episodes then? Well, as we spoke about earlier on in the episode, in episode 7, which is next, we will have a triple live com: Wolfsburg, Leipzig, and also Bayern Munich. So that is absolutely massive. Semi-final against Leipzig as well. So make sure to tune in for that. And then the episode after, in episode 8, we will have a double live com, which will feature the 2 Villarreal games. So absolutely just loaded. This schedule absolutely loaded at the moment with massive games. No reprieve for this squad, as we also chase the Bundesliga as well. Just having a look here, Bayern Munich actually dropped points in the last game where we beat Stuttgart, which means we're now 5 points away and we've still got to play them. This race is not quite over yet. Don't be so sure to put it to bed. Fantastic end to this episode. Things really looking up, although a lot of my players extremely tired at the moment as we have this Wolfsburg game, so that looks a little bit dodgy. But other than that, this is looking very good. So on that note, we're going to round the episode off there. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it through to the end, please do drop a like to let me know you enjoyed it, and ring the bell so that you get notifications every time I upload a video. Don't forget to check out my second channel that I've previously announced, where we're going to be doing football manager videos, tactics videos, all sorts of series, lots of good features on that. And check out all the links in the description, such as my link to my Twitter, where you can follow me on that, and also all my affiliate links where you can get stuff like this equipment, all the equipment I'm using. I do get a little kickback, and it's a good way to support the channel. On that note, we're going to finish it off there. Don't forget to check out Aniba. Their link is in the description as well. And until next time, I will see you soon.